Downing's bill, the Crow Tribe Water Rights Settlement Amendments Act of 2025. This legislation recognizes the challenge facing many previously enacted project-based Indian water rights settlements, delivering the original scope of a federal reclamation project within the cost estimated nearly 20 years ago. This bill accomplishes two key goals. First, it converts the existing project-based settlement managed by the Bureau of Reclamation into a fund-based settlement administered by the Bureau of Indian Affairs. This bill also extends the Crow Tribe's exclusive authority to develop hydropower at Reclamation's existing Yellowtail Afterbay Dam. This bill is a simple, no-cost amendment to an existing settlement that delivers on the federal government's commitment to the Crow Tribe. I'm pleased that we can move this bill one step closer to becoming law. I also recognize that there are several pending bills related to new and existing water rights settlements that have not been able to move due to cost implications. I certainly understand the importance of these bills, and I would like to work to find a path to advance Indian water rights settlements legislation in a way that allows them to be considered in the House. And while those bills still require additional work to address the cost, I applaud Congressman Downing and Senator Daines for coming together to address the CBO score on this legislation and generate a product that we can move through the committee and move off the House floor. This bill upholds our commitment to Indian country, and I'm glad we're considering it today. I support H.R. 726, and I yield back. Is there further discussion on the bill? Hearing none, it is now in order to consider amendments to H.R. 726. We will now consider the amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 726 offered by the gentleman from Montana, Mr. Downing, designated Downing 73A and S. Without objection, the amendment is considered read and open to amendment at any point. Mr. Downing, you're recognized for the A and S.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment in the nature of a substitute for H.R. 726 will ensure that this legislation delivers necessary reforms for the Crow Tribe without requiring any new federal spending. Specifically, this ANS removes a provision that would have transferred settlement funds held in existing joint signature bank accounts into new accounts in the U.S. Treasury. In order to ensure that the bill does not score as increasing federal spending by the Congressional Budget Office, this ANS authorizes funds to continue to be deposited into the tribe's existing joint signature MR&I account. I appreciate Chairman Westerman and committee staff for their assistance in crafting this amendment, and I encourage all of my colleagues in supporting this. And with that, Mr. Chair, I yield.
Gentleman yields back. Is there further discussion on the ANS? If there's no further discussion on the amendment, it is now in order to consider amendments to the ANS to H.R. 726. Are there any further amendments? Seeing none, the question now occurs on the amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 726 offered by the gentleman from Montana, Mr. Downing, designated Downing 73A and S. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the amendment in the nature of a substitute is adopted. The question now occurs on reporting H.R. 726 as amended to the House with the recommendation that the bill be favorably approved. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The bill as amended is ordered reported to the House with the recommendation that it be favorably approved. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. Pursuant to the markup notice, it is now in order to consider H.R. 9436 to amend the Consolidated Appropriations Act 2023 to extend the time period for which certain regulations concerning the North Atlantic right whale are effective. Without objection, the bill will be considered as read and open to amendment at any point. Does any member wish to be recognized for purposes of debate? Mr. Golden, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What happened in this hearing is more important than the routine committee vote might initially make it seem. At the center of this discussion is the Crow Tribe's water rights settlement and a broader question that Congress has struggled with for years. How do you honor commitments made to Native communities when the original cost estimates for those agreements no longer reflect the economic reality on the ground?